Shalom. All honor, praise, and glory be to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah, Bahara Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, especially the elders of me, my own capable teaching the God of me personally. Shalom. Shalom, my brother thumb to all the brothers that labor with true faith and sincerity, and all the brothers out there, the other hopeful and neglect. Shalom. Lord willing, this can be edifying and exhorting. This will be titled, Knowledge Puffeth Up, but the Lord Humbleth. Or the Lord humbles. So that's going to be our first scripture. First Corinthians 8:1. Not as touching things offered unto idols. We know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puff up. Maturity edifieth. And you may get that spirit sometimes, with being in the truth. And we feel like that we know a whole lot of stuff. We feel like that we got the answer to everything, or almost the answer to everything. And that can make somebody feel like something. And if that and that spirit can ultimately get you destroyed, because that spirit can lead to pride if you don't watch yourself. That's why because it says knowledge puffeth up. You give someone all this knowledge to where they know so much, damn near everything. They're gonna feel that way. But the Lord humbles too. The Lord will humble you. He'll bring you real, real low. And that's a balance. That's a balance. And if the Lord balance you out like that by bringing you low, after you've been going on for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, however long, feeling decent, puffed up, if you will, in some type of form of fashion, you should be grateful that the Lord done something to bring you back down. Remove that spirit off you, like try to just took it off of you, or just had you go off, or just did something to you. Anything. So that balance is is needed. So 1 Corinthians 8:1 again. Not as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. Now, dang, I just forgot it. Dang. Got it. Boy, y'all bet you my shot. Now, okay, let me get this one. First game. Really? Hold on. That's crazy. It was the next verse the whole time. 1 Corinthians 8, and I'm also read it through. Start from the top again. Now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. And if any man thinketh that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. Simple. What he ought to know, what he should know, what he can know. We know nothing. He said nothing, right? It said nothing. So we think that we know, simply put, we got Salakia. I had to put my charger in. The phone went dark because of the battery. So, like I was saying, and if any man think he knows anything, he know nothing of what he ought to know. So that's a humbling scripture right there. Because the knowledge will puff you up, and then Lord tell you know nothing of what you ought to know. We know the beginning, like we have knowledge of before the earth was even made. it's in the scriptures for everybody to get, but the Lord didn't really give the understanding, the real insight to actually have it in your mind, to actually know and be able to, just actually know, have, real knowledge of that. To have that and to know what's going to happen down the line. Be able to tell you what's going to happen thousands and thousands of years in the future. Right. But even then, we know nothing of yet what we ought to know. We don't know shit. We're still low level. We still compared to worms. Isaiah 41:14, fear not, thou worm Jacob, ye men of Israel. Thou worm Jacob. We're like real small. like worms are small. We're very small. We're still these humans that can get touched, that can still bleed. We're still subject to all this nonsense. That's humbling in itself too. To know that, that we can still get, touched out here. Only if the Lord allow, of course. And we know that also as well. We know that we're untouchable. That nobody out here can fuck with us, can touch us, can do anything to us. Because we know that the Lord does all things. I'm going to expound on that. 32 and 39, I believe. Come on. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. With knowing that, we can walk around like, can't nobody do nothing to us. Like, we're not worried about anything, basically. Which is how we should be. But we also know that, the Lord can do whatever to us. Because it's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the Lord. So, if we went off, we're going to be thinking about that all the time. We're going to be like, damn, now the Lord can do something to me. And that's humbling. These bodies are humbling. These bodies remind us that we're still on a low level. Because when we get around the brothers, and and the spirit is strong, and we feel, we feel good in a way. 144, lights been caught on. But and we feel good, and then we leave brothers, and now we're back in the world. Reminded of these bodies by these dumb people. That's humbling. I forgot where I was going with that. But yeah, these bodies are humbling because these bodies go off. These bodies, can give you some aches. You know what I'm saying? We feel like we're gods up here. That's what I was gonna say. We feel like gods again when we get around the brothers. On Saturdays and whatnot. And then we leave. We're reminded that we're still in these bodies, so we're back humble again. This wisdom and knowledge, it can puff you up, and then the Lord will humble you back down, remind you, give you these remindings. I don't want to keep switching points. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Regarding only the Lord can touch you. That's why Yahweh Shai said, paraphrasing, you have no power over me but for my Father. Let me see if I can find that real quick. John 19 and 11. Yahushua answered, thou couldst not at all have, thou couldst have no power at all against me, except it were given thee from above. Why? Because Deuteronomy 32 and 39 says, I kill, I wound. No one can deliver out my hand. It says, go back to the scripture. It says, except it were given thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. So yeah, the point is that only the Lord can orchestrate everything. If you at the gas station and someone come up on you, man, in the truth, right? Because we're not ordinary men no more. So, in the truth, we are to a certain extent though, but then again we're not. So, I mean, in the truth, at the gas station, put some gas in his car, somebody come up on him, put a gun to him, stick up or whatever. The thought should come to mind like, what you gonna do, Lord? What you gonna do, Lord? Like, the Lord got control of all things. That can humble you, because it says, the title is gonna say, the Lord humbles. Now I spell up, but the Lord humbles, And that humble, however you get humbled is always needed to keep you going. So you're looking, gun to you, you're looking, what you gonna do, Lord? How's it gonna turn out? Because he could pull the trigger and the gun jam. Or the Lord put a spirit in you to say something to him, just the right words, and he don't even do nothing no more. He completely changed his mind. Or the Lord could just be testing you to see would you fold, would you do this or do that, would you forget the scriptures, humbling you. So, now I spell up, but the Lord humbles, whichever way that be. There's another scripture too. Let me get it. 1 Corinthians 8 and 2 again. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. Because the Lord revealed everything that we need to know for right now. Everything that's in the Bible, he has revealed unto his men, the servants, the prophets, the ones with 100% truth. So we got it all, and we know it all through the Spirit. And if we don't know something, the Lord hasn't revealed it to us yet, because he doesn't want us to know it. And he said, he didn't say, but basically, it's not needed, for salvation as of right now. Like certain answers to the galaxies, names of planets, which I don't think he named yet. I don't think it was named. Correct me or not. But different things like that. Was at the bottom of the ocean? How far? Answers like that hasn't been shown yet. But I say I like to say, we know nothing yet as what we ought to know. Let me see if I can find this one. This is a good one. Yahushua told somebody, I have much to tell you, but you're not able right now. Something along those lines. Alright, just close out with this one. Find it real quick. It's 1:44 right now, the time. But found it. So John 16 and 12. I have yet many things to say unto you, but ye cannot bear them now. That says a whole lot. That says a whole lot. So there's So Lord is holding back. If the Lord is holding back, we can't bear, the rest of the stuff that the Lord, has to tell us. It says, I have yet many things to say unto you. We want to say more, inform us more, teach us more, but we can't bear them now. We got to wait till we get into the kingdom, into the new bodies. Cause ain't no telling what it is. Take this with a grain of salt, take it lightly, but ain't no telling what it can say. It's probably no use to us in these bodies. The information that he has to tell us is probably useless because we're in these bodies and in his kingdom. But that's why, he gave us needed. He gave us what we needed for salvation in order to be saved. So yeah. If any man think he know anything, he know nothing. What you ought to know, no matter what level you on. It's always somebody higher than you. Unless we're Yahweh, don't take it the wrong way, nothing. But unless we're at the top and no one's above us, it's always gonna be somebody above us that's on a higher level than us. That has a bigger lot, more information, that know what I'm saying? Got Yahweh Shai, 1,200 for 1,000. So, I'm gonna close out there. Lord willing, this is edifying and or exhorting.